Hello, this is Lag Literature here. Today we are going to play another mod of the one, the only, the beloved, my favorite game, Doki Doki Literature Club. And this mod is called Go Home. It's called Doki Doki Go Home, pretty much. So what I'm guessing, basically, according to the name, is like, the literature girls might go home at the end. We might see their houses, I don't even know. Like, the last time I played a Doki Doki Literature Club mod, I believe it was Doki Doki True World, was like 2 months ago. Therefore, I am very happy to be back. Anyway, let's get into it. Please enter your name. Okay, whoops, that's a typo. That is a typo. There we go. Let's begin. Hey! Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably Sayori, according to the original game. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any tension she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Yep, that's what I guessed. That's what I guessed. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting her up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again! Bet I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. This is basically the beginning of the original game. I don't know, let's see when something changes. I know this also happened in, I believe it was Doki Doki Summertime. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You say it like you are thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Josh. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Josh, have you decided on a club to join yet? Yeah. I know. The literature club. How about that? We should go through the club again. That'd actually be pretty nice, but I think this is a mod, so something's probably gonna change. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I worry that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try just a little bit? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly. Sorry, I just had to do that because they're like, I stare blankly, so I'm just gonna listen and stare. Viewers, enjoy staring at the green board. Enjoy the nothingness of this video for the rest of the video. Yeah, enjoying the nothingness. I'm just kidding. Let's continue. At the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds like a good idea. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Why, thank you, Sayori. Yeah, I know. In real life, I actually do like to space out, so yeah, I can definitely relate to this. You'll need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. No, what? Well, that you could come to my club. Exactly, the literature club, and see the other literature girls. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way. Yes, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna join that club again. Yeah, I'm joining that club. Computer me, stop denying it. I'm going to the literature club whether computer me likes it or not. Well, computer me basically is kind of in control of me, so if he decided something, I guess I wouldn't have a choice, but yeah, was worth a shot. Minnie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Oh wait, if we do go to the anime club, I might have some ideas of what animes we could do. Here are the best anime TV shows, just in my opinion. I've played anime games, but I've also watched anime TV shows, like animes. And the ones we should watch are Your Lie in April and Comic Girls. Those two are just really good, and honestly, it's hard for me to even compare them. Like, they're just so good, like, have a great storyline. Yeah, that's what we should do when we get to the anime club, but let's continue. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Yeah, that's my long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I know that. It's Yuri. Computer, don't bother calling it girl number 1. It is Yuri. I've been in this club before. Sayori's always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You bada boy? Well, I was here last year, so technically it's a bye for the second year, Natsuki. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Josh, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Why, thank you, Monica, even though I was here last year. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club... I think I know what he is going to say, but I'm not going to say it. is full of incredibly cute girls. I knew it. I knew exactly what he was going to say. I played this game before. I played the original game before. I've never played this mod before, but I played the original game, and so far it's almost exactly the same pretty much. I'm hoping things are going to get different, soon. Well, I mean, I guess you all never really got the opportunity to see the beginning of the game because I didn't really record everything because it wasn't really, plans to be a YouTube series, but then I decided to make it one. Anyway, let's continue. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Here's what I want to say. Hello, Natsuki. I'm back. Okay, that might have been lame, but yeah, okay. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is Natsuki, is one I don't I recognize her. Computer me, don't lie to me. I recognize her. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Well, technically, when I played it last time, when I played the original game, Natsuki was there, so technically it would be her second year. Wow, I am literally outsmarting the mod that is basically the game, or is mimicking the beginning of the game, literally. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her whenever she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns backward toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. Yeah, always grumpy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Okay, maybe this is a little bit of the change. Maybe this is where the change happens. Yes, you're right, Sayori. I already do know Monica. She was the president of the literature club. That's right. She literally just answered my compliment when I said she was the president of the literature club. Wow, that is crazy. That is so crazy. Yeah. It's great to see you again, Josh. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Josh. We made room for you at the table, so you can come sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes, computer me, now you're getting it. You've heard this in the literature club we were literally in last year. Or wait, actually, sorry, it wasn't last year, it was 6 months ago. I know, I keep saying last year, sorry. Well, I guess, if you put it into school terms, then I guess this is technically the second year. Like, if you put this into school terms, I know, it's debatable. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Shiori said, well, maybe, but not for you know, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Why did I say tree set? So, like, she's carrying a bunch of trees to the table. Well, I guess it'd be good for decoration, but I forgot what the correct line even was. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot next to the I lost it. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, it's my favorite game, so I decided to come back. Except this is a mod that hasn't really changed from the original game. It's kind of just mimicking it. We'll continue this in another part.